Good morning, faculty, staff, and students, and welcome to week 3 at LBC Middle School. We're going to go over our LBC Pride Time. This is procedures for our Pride Time outside. And LBC Middle School Pride Time includes the canteen, the basketball court, foursquare in the field. Students are allowed outside the last 15 minutes of lunch. Students, you must clean up your area in the cafeteria. This is the table, the chairs. Push your chairs in and make sure the floor is cleaned up. Put your lunch trays away before proceeding outside. And the AP school counselor will dismiss students from the cafeteria to outside. Students with ID badges, you'll be dismissed first to the canteen and outside. Students, you must wear your ID badge with Lion Pride for this privilege. And of course, these students are identified because they met or exceeded on SC Ready in May. This is optional for students. Students can remain in the cafeteria the entire 22 lunch period. If it's too hot or too cold, students, you can remain inside and not go outside. Once students leave the cafeteria and proceed outside, students will remain outside the rest of the lunch period. There's no exceptions. You have to stay outside once you leave the cafeteria, and you can use the restroom or the water fountain in the canteen. Students, you bring belongings outside. You place your lunch boxes and the book bags on the blue benches outside. Pride Time will begin Wednesday on the 5th of September. And lunch duty teachers and AP will monitor the basketball court, the canteen, the field, and the cafeteria. Teachers, please check the lunch duty schedule sent out by Mr. Rogers so you know where your location is for lunch duty. Again, this is a privilege. It can be taken away at any time from administration. All students must follow the code of conduct when outside during our Pride Time. The canteen, students will be dismissed to the canteen by the AP or the school counselor after lunch has begun. Once students leave the cafeteria and walk, W-A-L-K, to the canteen, students remain outside the entire lunch period. Students will form a single straight file line in the canteen, and we do have a teacher on duty in the canteen. So that duty teacher, please ensure students are lined up in an orderly fashion. Again, students, you can use the restroom and the water fountain in the canteen. Students eat snacks on the picnic tables, the benches around the basketball court, and benches in the gym area. There's going to be no food or drink allowed on the soccer field. No food or drink are allowed in the school or the classroom after lunch. All garbage must be thrown away in the garbage cans. If garbage is left on the ground or the tables when outside and not thrown away, students, the canteen will not open. We will close it. The canteen will also close 2 minutes before each lunch ends. 11 o'clock A, lunch B 11:32, lunch C is at 12:03, and lunch D is at 1:06. And the teacher on duty in the canteen, please close those doors at those times. Here are the canteen items for sale. We have 50-cent items for sale in the canteen, as you can see here. And we have dollar items for sale in the canteen, as you see here. So students, when you're waiting in line, make sure you're paying attention so you know once you get up there to purchase your snack or drink, so that will expedite the line in the canteen. Outside options, students, there are options outside. We have foursquare. We have 3 foursquare courts with 3 foursquare balls. Ensure foursquare balls are returned to the ball bag underneath the basketball goal after each lunch. Also have a basketball court with a basketball. Ensure the basketball is placed in the ball bag after each lunch. We have soccer. Goals are set up on the field. Only students playing soccer are allowed on the field. So don't go to the field if you're not going to be playing soccer. Soccer ball returned to this ball bag underneath the basketball goal. And we also have volleyball as well. There'll be a net set up on the playing field. Ensure volleyball is returned to the ball bag. And if students aren't participating in these 4 activities, we do have picnic tables and benches for you to sit on and relax. If you bring your lunch, you can eat your lunch outside. Again, lunch trays always remain inside. So students, if you're buying your lunch, you eat your lunch inside, put your tray away, clean up your area, push your chair in, and then you can come outside. Just make sure that all trash is placed in the trash cans outside as well, students. And if you're not participating in soccer, volleyball, or foursquare or basketball, the expectation is to remain at the picnic tables and the benches. Please do not be running around, hitting, kicking, pushing, or horseplaying, because if these outside rules are not followed, you will lose your outside privileges, students, and you'll have to remain inside the entire lunch period. Dismissal procedures, lunch A, 6th grade. Once the playground balls are placed in the ball bag, 6th graders will line up into 2 straight lines, a boy line and a girl line. You will follow your instructions from the LD teachers and Mr. Rogers. Sixth graders will walk back to fourth period in orderly fashion. That's no running, hitting, kicking, pushing. You will stay on the sidewalk the entire time walking back to class. Once on D wing, there's no bathroom or water, sixth graders. You go directly to class. You can use the water fountain in the restroom in the canteen prior to 11 o'clock. There'll be no food or drinks are allowed in the D wing after lunch. You have to finish all your snacks and drinks at lunch. Lunch B for seventh grade. Once playground balls are placed in the ball bag, seventh graders proceed back to class through the C wing doors. Walk on the right, remain quiet as classes are in session. Again, seventh graders, no food or drink are allowed in the classroom. And lunch C for seventh and eighth grade. Once playground balls are placed in the ball bag, you're going to proceed to your fifth period. Walk through the C wing doors. Walk on the right, remain quiet as classes are in session. Again, C lunch, no food or drink allowed in the classrooms. And lunch D with our seventh and eighth graders. Once playground balls are placed in the bag, proceed to your sixth period class through the C wing. Walk on the right, remain quiet again as classes are in session. Please do not have food or drink with you going back to class. D lunch. If you are issued a lunch detention from a teacher, students will be assigned LD from ABE. They will sit at the assigned lunch detention table in the cafeteria by the windows. The cafeteria duty teacher will sign in students in the LD book and collect detention forms from ABE. If students did not serve or show up for lunch detention, a referral may be written. So students, you must have your lunch detention form signed by a parent, present it to the LD teacher in order to serve your lunch detention. If you do not follow that procedure, a referral may be written. So if a teacher assigns you lunch detention, you bring the form home, your parent signs it, you bring it back the next day, and you serve your lunch detention. Lunch detention students, the last 5 minutes of lunch will wipe down tables and sweep floors in the cafeteria. Again, students, if you do not follow these procedures, a referral may be written and a phone call will be placed home to your parent. So students, teachers, just please remember, show your line of pride. Make sure you pick up trash on the ground, even though it's not yours. Eat lunch before participating in outside activities. The canteen will close the last 2 minutes of lunch, so please do not wait until the end of lunch for the canteen. Students are only allowed to purchase 3 snacks and 1 drink. That is your maximum purchase at the canteen, only 3 snacks and 1 drink. No food or drink will be allowed in the school or the classroom. Make sure you finish all food or drinks outside so you can throw your trash away and not have spills or trash in teachers' classrooms. Use the restroom and water fountains in the canteen. That's why they're there. No running, hitting, kicking, horseplaying. Please keep your hands, arms, feet to yourselves at all times. Please bring the playground balls to the bag underneath the basketball goal, students. If balls are kicked, thrown all over the place, we will not have playground balls for you to play with. So please make sure you bring the playground balls back to the goal underneath and put the balls in the ball bag. Go back to class in an orderly fashion, students. Have a goal this 9 weeks to receive an ID badge for the second quarter. So we will administer ID badges for students making A on the roll or AB on the roll after the first 9 weeks. So you can participate in the incentives that the students have right now. And students, we want you to have fun, hang out with your friends, play games, and we want you to enjoy your pride time. But we also want to make sure we have a safe enrichment environment for you and that you are following our rules and expectations. Thank you, students. Thank you, teachers, for showing our Pride Time expectations. Have a great week. If you have any questions or concerns, please see your teachers or you can ask us at administration. Thank you, teachers and students. I hope everyone has a great day.